Dear friends, good morning. I'd like to start my presentation with a question. What kind of company are we building? And here are two options. A regular one, a regular company, or an extraordinary company. If it's a regular company, we have already built it. You can breathe out, relax, you can go home. We already have it. But as for extraordinary company, we haven't built it yet. It's a big challenge laying ahead of us. It's a rhetorical question to me. I hope that it's a rhetorical question to you too, because actually all of us are building an extraordinary company. Having a look at our financial results, you might say, well, everything is okay. We grow constantly from quarter to quarter, from year to year. And someone might say that we are paranoid, that everything is already fine. But actually not everything is fine today. These pictures have truly become iconic. They were published by Fyodor, I'm sure you've seen them. These are just small drops in a big ocean of problems. And these are some benchmark cases that we have in our plain sight. We know about the problems in pizzerias. They happen not on the first day. I told you about them at the meeting in summertime. And we have a lot of objective reasons and factors, difficulties with labor market, profitability, difficulty to find, hire, and maintain people, and we have strategies and solutions to tackle the issues. We invest in people, hiring, control, efficiency, training, and so on. But these problems are just the upper part of the iceberg. Recently, we have understood that there are some deep reasons that can prevent us from efficient operation. These reasons are related to the mindset of the management company and franchisee partners. They can lead us to a wrong place if we do not act properly now. What's wrong with the management company? What's wrong with Dodo Pizza Eurasia? Objectively, we do not focus enough on the visitors and operations. We discuss IPO and Plan 333 more than visitors and operations. We speak about technologies, strategies, revenue, profit, but we spend little time in pizzerias. We spend much less time than we have to. And we are already used to have reviews about the problems. Frankly speaking, we receive a lot of feedback and reviews. When the network is big, it's easy to say, well, that's it, the scale is big. And with such a large scale, you're always going to have mistakes, errors, and problems. It's truly so, but emotionally, from the point of view of attitude, we are at risk at becoming rude and rough when we are no longer fighting for high quality level that we have always set for ourselves. We were afraid to take radical measures because expansion, opening of new pizzerias and growth was always important for us. We always try to give a helping hand to each partner. In Q3, for example, we set an important goal to accelerate our growth through helping our partners that underperform, that have problems in their pizzerias, that have warrants or cannot develop because of quality limitations. And unfortunately, there are a lot of partners like that. But in the result, we got used to be not demanding enough. In the result, we lose our firmness and self-determination, fidelity to our principles. We make efforts to persuade, make arrangements, put ourselves in somebody's place, but then we lose our insistence on high standards, which is necessary to get high results as a management company. And what about partners? We attract different partners. We attracted startups, entrepreneurs, dreamers, visionaries, ambitious people who simply believe in their dream and understand that impossible is nothing, irrelevant of their experience, background, and skills. For someone, Dodo Pizza became the matter of life importance and the quality the matter of honor. And for someone, unfortunately, perfect operations became boring when you have to do the same thing again and again, properly every day. Some people lost their energy and entrepreneurial interest that everything was built on at the beginning, and they didn't manage to find the right people. The system was not built. At the end of the day, everything gets destroyed like a house of cards. Some people simply cannot manage efficiently, and the management of operational business, the management of retail business, the management of a network of pizzerias is a very difficult managerial task that is not feasible to each and every one. In long-term perspective, if we are going to have a management company which is not focused on operations and retail business, which is underdetermined and hesitatory, if we have partners that lose interest to business, lose their energy, motivation, and simply cannot build the right system, what place are we going to find ourselves in? It's a rhetorical question again. What do we have to do in this situation? I already touched upon the problems and now I'm going to speak about the solution. Globally, the solution is simple. We have to turn the whole company and focus on visitors' operations and quality without any compromises. How are we going to do it? I'll tell you about the program of 7 steps towards quality. How does it look like? First, we transform the mindset. Second, we strengthen control. Third, we slow down the growth for the sake of quality. We close pizzerias and not our eyes to bad work. If you fail, go out. New blood from pizzerias and quality oath from our partners. And now I'm going to speak in more details about each item. Transformation of the mindset. It's an important cultural thing for the management company Dodo Pizza Eurasia. We are not a marketing business, we are not a franchisee business, we are not an IT business. We have to remember that first and foremost we are a retail business which is built on everyday operations, recurrent operations. We have to understand it and focus on that. Reviews and client metrics are going to be number one. For example, we have Digest Eurasia. It's a big monthly report prepared by a wonderful finance team. So there, the data about the opening and profit come first there, but client metrics will come first. The scores given by our clients, the speed of our operation, this is what should come first. Our weekly reports, which are called Business Pulse, there we are also going to add reviews from the clients so that every week we can see what happens and what happened in the previous week. We'll start with the reviews, client metrics, and only then we will discuss finances, revenue, and everything else. Partner councils, there we speak about profitability, marketing, our strategies. Then we will also spend time visiting pizzerias and we will analyze problems with the operational management of the pizzerias to make sure everyone understands how they work. We will organize more meetings in pizzerias. You cannot push people to do it, but you can give an example. So in the next month, I'm going to organize one meetings with my team in random pizzerias. We'll visit the pizzerias and organize such meetings there. And we are also going to shift the focus of our HR strategy to hire more people from pizzerias who have retail experience. In Syktyvkar, it was already so. We had a lot of people coming from pizzerias, then we moved to Moscow, and that habit was lost. We need people who understand how a business is set up, who knows how the pizzeria is set up from the inside. So we will hire more people to the university, to the controlling department, to the quality management system, to the development team, and marketing and R&D. To make sure that we are closer to retail market. It's a way that big companies had, like McDonald's and Domino's. In the offices of such companies, there are a lot of employees who grew from pizzerias, who mastered some skills and professions, and now they combine their retail experience and their work in a management company. Second, we will strengthen our control. In the nearest month, we are going to check all the pizzerias in Moscow region, St. Petersburg, and Leningrad region. We have a large team of business developers and territorial managers. We will visit all the pizzerias to get ready for holidays, not to let our clients down in December and January. We will give you the feedback about all the difficulties and mistakes. We will make sure that all the mistakes are tackled. And we will also approve the audit schedule in Eurasia and Russia so that no one is left behind our control. We will grow our team of territorial management. Now the team is big enough to visit the pizzerias on a regular basis in Moscow and St. Petersburg, but as far as remote places are concerned, unfortunately, we cannot travel there as often as we would love to, so we will grow our team. We will increase the team. We will improve our quality rankings to see the situation better. We will bring back the inspectors that check the quality. So the visits were cancelled because of COVID-19 for 1.5 years. Pizzerias check their activity on their own. In the short-term perspective, in the nearest month, we are going to bring back inspectors, the independent inspectors that will check the operations of the pizza houses, and we will control training and certification. We will provide content, of course, but we will also check that the employees have a training process and pass all the necessary tests that the process is there. And we will also collect feedback from employees and clients. Please write your questions to feedback.pizza.com. Please share your questions, your problems, what you face in our pizzerias as a client or as an employee. We will offer you additional channels to stay in touch with us. Maybe we will put QR codes, add a red button in Dodo.s so that you can share your information as fast as possible. We will collect this information, analyze it, and take actions on the basis of that. Number 3, we are ready to slow down our growth for the sake of quality. We are ready to stop the growth for the sake of quality. What are we going to do in the next future? We will postpone all the obligations of our partners for the next 6 months to the 1st of May. When I say obligations, what do I mean? When partners participated in the tenders for different cities, when they bought our franchise, they had an obligation to open a certain number of pizzerias within a certain period of time. Now, before the new year, shortly before vacations and record-breaking months, we encourage our partners to focus on operational activity. And if there are any problems with that, do not get distracted by expansion and opening of new pizzerias. You can do it a little bit later. So we postpone the time for the opening of pizzerias to the 1st of May. And we are also going to prioritize our growth inward and not our growth broad-wise. We want our partners to first and foremost improve their quality, become more dense, and only then they can think about expansion, conquering new territories and cities. The overall expansion rule, the rules for opening new places and new cities will be tougher. We will impose even higher requirements for such openings and purchases. Number 4, we are going to close pizzerias and not our eyes to the problems that happen in pizzerias. And here I mean the following. I'm speaking about the suspension of work. Developers and territorial managers have an authority to suspend the work of any pizzeria. If a developer comes to a place and sees problems there, the problems are significant. I don't mean here that it's dirty at the entry point. I mean about some systematic problems that they can see right now. Absence of big cleaning ups, a bad state of the pizzeria, absent skills in the team, absent labeling that can lead to significant problems with food safety. In such case, a developer can suspend the work of a pizzeria for a short term, for several days or hours to make sure that everything is fine when the pizzeria is reopened. Maybe the employees will have to pass the test, clean everything, and the team will have to do it. The partner will have to do it. Only then we can guarantee that everything is good and fine in our pizzerias. Well, critical problems like the above mentioned, will have to be tackled right here and now. In the past, it was different. We arrived on site, we saw problems, we gave warrants, like, guys, you have to tackle the issue in a week or a month. We arrived 1 month later, we saw the same problem, we asked the question, how come? Why does it happen again? There was another warrant, let's tackle the problem. Now we will suspend the work of a pizzeria and tackle the issues right here and right now. We'll also publish the statistics of closures, warrants, and mistake review. Through that, we want to show the losses for the company, for the whole network, the losses related to bad work, losses of the brand image and financial losses, losses of the revenue. We will analyze and show you what problems are critical. In the majority of cases, it's evident, so that other partners can understand it and that the information is open. We do not have a goal to organize any scathing rebukes. We just want to make sure that everything is good in pizzerias, and we want to work on that problem together, and we want to be demanding. The next point is the message which I give to partners. If you fail, if you underperform, sell your pizzeria. If you systematically fail to have efficient work, if you systematically cannot play the role of an owner, if you cannot find the right people, the right managers to ensure the quality of work which is needed, which is regarded as acceptable in our network, then simply sell the pizzeria. We are not going to search for reasons and justifications for a long time. We did it in the past. We tried to understand each case, and each case is unique, as you know. We will simply assess you by results. We have two mechanisms to terminate the contracts and close the pizzerias. I'm speaking about closure. I'm not speaking about suspension here. I'm speaking about final closure of a pizzeria. Low ranking related to quality, when you fall down and you cannot go from there for 6 months. It's a long-term period of problems in a pizzeria, and repeated mistakes in the audits. Of course, I mean critical mistakes when developers and territorial managers come on site, see absence of health records or expired products, and then they go back in a certain period of time, mistakes repeat. In this case, we are going to close a pizzeria. What happens when we send a notification about the closure? We give you some time to sell it, but it's limited. Usually, it's about up to 3 months. A partner can continue to work. Of course, he or she has to first tackle critical problems, and he has a period of time to sell the pizzeria. Right now, we have few pizzerias being sold, and they are sold really expensively. Dodo Pizza is an asset, it's a deficit asset. That's why we don't think that it's a tragedy if our partners fail and underperform and go out of business, because there's an opportunity to maintain the investment, to earn money, go out of business, and give this place to other people who will set properly the activity of the team, who will improve the quality. We want to have the market of reasonable proposals, so that a pizzeria is not sold for 10 years of profit, but the proposal should be reasonable. Of course, we cannot limit the price of sales, we cannot regulate it, but we will analyze the proposals on behalf of the management company and financial team to show our analysis and assessment and to explain it to the new partners who come from the outside, how the economy of a pizzeria is built, how it is paid off, and how it all works from the financial point of view. Well, in the past, we heard about the problems and And we listen to them, like we cannot earn more, profit is not enough, like you as a management company has to do this and that, and only then we will start working properly. This kind of justification is not going to be accepted. If you fail, if you underperform, go out and give this place to someone who can organize work properly. An efficient work of a pizzeria is a mission of a partner in this particular point of sale in this particular pizzeria. New blood, that is the next point. New blood from pizzeria. In the majority of large franchising networks, I mean, international networks, many partners start their way from pizzerias. For example, in Holland, more than 90% of partners of Domino's franchisee, and they have more than 300 pizzerias, started as couriers. Globally, more than 90% of Domino's started as pizza makers, managers, couriers, and administrators. We have such cases, but we don't have enough of them. We want to have more of them. We want to make sure that people who go out of the operational business can become our partners. What can we do for this purpose? We will attract investment for experienced employees from pizzerias. We'll find money for those who worked as managers and administrators who worked for more than a year and demonstrated good results. If you're a manager or an administrator with a lot of ambitions, if you want to become a partner, if you want to become a businessman, an entrepreneur, it's your chance, it's your opportunity. Seize it and we will help you. We will also give a helping hand to the partnership schools created by our partners, because this is also a way out. How to build an efficient pizzeria network where people spend time, and it's necessary to search for partners. Searching for partners is important. Together with current partners, they can open new pizzerias. We have an example like that, partnership school by Mr. Kostin from St. Petersburg, and this is how he plans to grow. He finds strong people from the operational activity. They help each other and develop business together. We also advocate for the model of co-partnership. Kirill Kurzhov has recently done the following. He is one of the great managers. He worked in the management company. He was a business developer. He grew from a pizzeria and he became a partner. Together with our partner, he became now a partner, and now we can see that it's possible to have long-term results. Partners can find strong operational managers and attract them to the business. They cannot simply train them and give them salary. They can make them their partners and share their business and profit with them. In addition to that, we are not limited with new blood from pizzerias only. In our company, we are going to have managers that will attract partners. One of business developers will do it. He or she will collect applications and explain how the system works and help attract investment. And the last point on my agenda is quality oath to our partners. What is that? It's a ritual. It's an important ritual which was established at the very beginning of our business. Each partner has to sign the quality oath. The time went by, the form of the oath changed, its design also changed, and managers also started to sign the quality oath. Managers and administrators are very important, so they have to sign it, but we took a decision that we ask our partners particularly to re-sign the quality oath. We will make the new design of it, so it will be more noticeable. That is how we want to support our program. This is how we want you to show that you share our intentions and principles. Please sign this quality oath once again, and it can be located in a noticeable place. That is your personal responsibility, so you take responsibility that everything is fine in your pizzeria and it's pleasant to be there. The realization of this program, which is of course not limited with 7 actions, will require involvement at all the levels. I already told you that we want our visitors, guests and employees share the problems, solutions, ideas, experience. We want you all to get involved. Well, in December, we are going to have meetings in Eurasia. We'll visit pizzerias in different cities, Kazan, Krasnodar, Novosibirsk, and so on. We'll give feedback to the partners. We'll discuss their situations and ways out of the problems at the global level. Of course, we'll continue to give a helping hand, but we will not close our eyes to the existing problems. And to wrap up my presentation, I'd like to tell you, I have a dream. I have a dream that when I go to a pizzeria, I have no doubts that everything is fine there. I don't want to have doubts that everything is dirty, that I have to write a feedback, that everything is wrong here, this is wrong and that is wrong. I dream that in each of our pizzeria, it's warm, it's nice, convenient, the team is great, that the team welcomes me with warm words, that I can eat tasty food and spend time in a pleasant way. It should be guaranteed. It should be a guarantee given by our company to all of our visitors and guests. I'm sure that this dream is feasible, but it requires a lot of work that hopefully you are ready for. Thank you very much and have a good day.